Hey everybody, it's Kaycee. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Bill Do setup video, and I'm going to show you just a little bit of how I set up my budget behind in these notes pages behind this page. And we're going to be setting up for March. So obviously I already put some of these stickers down. So this is my monthly layout. This is my budget planner, so it's used like exclusively for my budgeting, but I like putting up the headers up here, and then I use the sidebar without the notes lines because I don't really do anything with this side. But I don't put the date dots in here. I like the clean look for this one. I put the date dots in my other planner, like my planning planner. I like the look of that, and then I put more stickers in that. But this one I decided to keep more neutral, so I'm using my neutral Bill Do stickers along with the design for the month. So I thought this was cool because I saved these planners, so this way I'll be able to look back and see all the designs at the end of the year that we did. All right, so these are my Bill Do stickers. We're using the neutral. I also have a colored version, but we're gonna be using these and my Payday stickers to put all the bills that are due this month down here so we can check them off when they're due, and then we can write the amount of how much they are. So before we get started, I'm just gonna flip this and show you. I already have I didn't write anything in here yet, but I have my March budget set up somewhat. I just need to put all my all the expenses and everything income in here. I always have three here. I have one line for my husband, one for me, and then one for other if we get anything throughout the month. And then I have however many this many categories. This is like broken up into I have it variable and fixed, but then I have variable, I have like for the gas for the house, electric, things like that. And then also I have a category for groceries, restaurants, clothes. We picked like certain categories that we felt like we usually spent that month. And then at the very bottom, I do have a miscellaneous just in case we buy something out of these categories that doesn't seem to fit. Like we have one for house, one for pets, things like that. And then the fixed expenses are things like internet, mortgage, things like that, bills that don't change. So that's what this is. And then this year, I did do something new. I don't think I've done one of these budget videos yet this year, so I'm going to show you. I added this to the variable and fixed expense stickers. You might have seen that in my sticker, like my new release video, but this is really helpful, I think, because this totals both of these together so that you don't have to add them up every time. You just have the total right down here. And then I don't use my dashboard page, so I'm going to rip that out at the end of the month. But I do use it sometimes for notes, just writing down things throughout the month that I want to remember. And then I'll tear this out. And I have a transaction log also. That's all I'm keeping track of again for now. And then I usually have another transaction log back here. I just haven't set that up yet. So now that that is out of the way, we have to get our bill dues set up. So this is all the bills that are mainly that are due on a certain day or that need to be taken care of throughout the month. This just makes me stay on track and make sure everything does get paid, and it also keeps track of how much we're paying. So that's why I like using these. So first of all, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our paydays out first. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning of this planner, and this is where our paydays are. And I guess I'll show you guys, if we go to, let me find it, I think it's the next page. If you go to this page, I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing with these two pages in the front of the planner. I decided I'm going to be keeping track of my income expenses, and then our goal this year is to put a little bit extra towards our mortgage. Our mortgage is our only debt. So I also printed out an extra to debt sticker. So this tells us each month how much extra we're putting there, and then we can add it up at the end of the year, and hopefully we'll make the goal that we're planning on putting extra, like how much we're putting extra. So that's what I decided to do with this. So now we're just gonna go back to this. This keeps track of my husband's paydays. So for March, we actually have 3 paydays. So we're paid on the 3rd, 17th, and the 31st. So we're gonna go put the paydays there. One on the 3rd. It's a 3 payday month, so that's nice. And one's on St. Patrick's Day. And then the 31st. And then also I get paid on the 7th for Etsy. And I just do once a month payday for that. All right, so that's all the paydays. Now we're gonna get into all the bill due stickers. So I do keep track of our monthly bills here, and then I have like our, I have a section for yearly bills too, but I also can just look at the previous month, kind of however I want to do. But I do like having the monthly bills all listed out right here, and then if it is a fixed amount, I put it over here. But it's just nice to flip back to that if I don't remember. We have a new bill now. My husband bought a Peloton, like cycling bike, around like this past month. So we're gonna be having a monthly bill for that. So that's something that we're adding. So that's why it's a brand new sheet there. I just printed that out for me. And then we have just all of our regular, everything else also. So this we think is gonna be around the 20th. This might change next month because it hasn't actually, we got it this month, but I'm not sure if the date's gonna change for like the regular time. So we're just gonna put that there. And then gym is always on the 17th. So we'll put that here. And then I'm gonna be putting electric. Usually I put it on the 17th, but it kind of comes at different times sometimes. So I'm actually gonna put it on the 16th because it was kind of coming a little bit earlier. So we're gonna move that to the 16th. And then we have a couple of these TJ Maxx water. I know these are around the end of the month, but like I said, I have this here. So TJ Maxx comes around the 13th, the middle of the month. 13th and the 15th is water. So do this on the 13th. And this will probably be zero again. I just have my credit cards to just keep track of the credit cards that I have so I don't forget like for paying them. But normally we don't use all of our credit cards throughout the month. We only use a couple of them, and then we pay them off every time. I always say if you use credit cards, you need to pay them off every month or you're just going to get into a lot of debt. So you don't want to do that. So if you can't pay them off every month, then I would suggest not using credit cards. Citizens, we have on the 10th along with Discover. This one's actually my Etsy. We kind of have a separate account for my Etsy business, so we opened a credit card for that also, just to keep everything kind of separate. But I do record like what we spend in here still. I still record it as an expense. I haven't changed that yet. All right, so both of those go on the 10th. Then our mortgage always comes on the 2nd. And that's just an automatic payment. Some of these are automatic payments, so it's nice. I just write it down and then I just check it off when I see it goes through the bank account. All right, internet we have on the 22nd, which is right here. I'm excited that we're getting into March already. It just seems like this year has been flying by. I feel like we haven't really had much of a winter. Winter's just been, it's been kind of warm. We've had some really, really cold days, but then we've also had quite a bit, it just seems to have been a little bit warmer. We get like warm ups in between all the cold. So, all right, compassion will go on the 6th. The 5th is a 5th, okay, and then the 22nd also. This has also been coming earlier actually, so I'm just going to put that on the 21st. And then I think this is the last credit card. Oh no, we have one more. We're getting rid of this one actually this year because it's the only one with a fee and we don't really want one with a fee. I'm going to put this here. And then Reliant goes on the 3rd. I really like how this looks with the neutrals this year. Last year I didn't do my design and I did my colorful stickers. And I liked that too, but I figured I'd switch it up this year. And I'm planning on kind of doing a little redesign towards the end of this year so it changes just a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but somebody asked if I was going to switch them up and I haven't I changed them one time, maybe 2 years ago or something. I'm not sure exactly when, but I figured maybe I'll do a little bit different. I'll probably keep them basically the same. I don't know if we want to change them. Like these I have right now, they fill the whole box, like width wise. I don't know if I should change that so it's like exactly 1.5 inches, so it's more universal. Right now this fits a lot of 7x9 planners, I know, but I don't know if some people use these like in their weekly spreads or anything. These would be just a tiny bit wider than the actual like the columns, like for hourly or vertical planners, but I'm not really sure. I liked how they looked like filling everything up. I might make them slightly thinner so you can fit 3 more comfortably in here. I'm thinking about doing that, but that's all later on. That's all down the road. So I'm gonna put this here. It's just something I'm thinking about. So if you had any suggestions, let me know and I'll take it into consideration. All right, and then Kohl's is, do we have that on here? I don't think I even have that on here. I know it's at the end of the month, so it's on the 27th, it looks like. Right there. I knew it was towards the end of the month. I need to write that up there in the front of the planner. All right, so this is what it looks like when I have everything set up. It's pretty clean looking, like I said. I really like how this is looking right now. So we're gonna put in some of the amounts now. I just pick a different color every month. So what I do usually, I just pick a color to do the lines in and then a different one. Like I'll use this purple. I decided for this month to do all the text. I figured pink and purple would be nice and bright, and it's March, so like the flowers are starting. I see we have some tulips and daffodils planted in our backyard, and I saw they're just starting to like sprout from the ground. So I'm really excited about that. So spring is coming and some of the trees are getting buds, like some of the early trees. So that's really exciting. But anyway, I decided to use pink and purple for this, and it does match because there's purples and pinks in here. So I figured this is what I would use for my color for this month. And then now I have to remember how much everything is. I only put the things that I know, and my husband was thinking about getting rid of this since we did get the Peloton, because it has like workouts and strength training and stuff, and that's what he mostly does at the gym, but he hasn't even been going to the gym very often. So I know it's not very much that we pay, so he might stay there and figure out if it's something he wants to get rid of. But because we do have to pay about, I think it's like $50 towards the end of the year as like a maintenance fee along with the monthly. So it's not bad at all, but if he's not using it, we might get rid of that and just do keep our Peloton, because obviously we're keeping that. And I didn't know if I'd actually like that, but I do like the classes. The seat is so hard right now. We're getting like a seat cushion because I'm not used to that. It said it gets better as you get riding, but we decided to just get a little seat cushion just to put it on top and make it more comfortable for now. But other than that, I actually really like it. I'm taking some beginner classes right now, so I do like it. I'm glad that he ended up getting that. All right, our internet recently changed. It's $54.99. And then I'm not sure what this is going to be. His work actually, he got this because his work pays for a portion of the monthly like membership fee, like for all the classes, and it took a discount off the actual bike too, so that was nice. That's kind of why we went with this. We were thinking about getting an indoor bike like quite a while ago. It was like, it's been for like a year we were talking about it, but then we're like, is it going to be worth it or not? And then he got something from his work showing that they got discounts for this, and he just wanted to do it, so we ended up going and getting that, and it came really fast. He ordered it on a Monday and we got it that same week on the Friday, so that was cool. All right, I think we have everything here now, and I don't have too much else to show you. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I hope everybody's been having a good winter. I think we're about getting into spring, but March here in Ohio at least can still bring some winter storms, so I'm not sure. I know we're not through quite yet, but I'm using this spread to kind of bring some spring vibes and flowers and everything, so hopefully it'll be pretty warm throughout the month of March. I'm excited for that. Let me know how the weather is like where you guys live. I know it's been kind of crazy recently. I think there was like snowstorms just recently this past week, so hopefully everybody's staying safe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.